very much, guys. What a lovely welcome. How you doing? All right? Yeah. It's lovely to be here. My life is going terribly. Thank you. I'm not here for your cheers. I'm here for your ahs. That's the first one. My life is going terribly. I recently had to move back in with my dad. Have any of you guys ever had to move back in with my dad? No? Probably would have seen you at breakfast. The thing about my dad, right, is he's a doctor. My take on this whole my dad being a doctor thing is who cares? Right? Big deal, right? Some people are doctors. Yeah? Some people follow their dreams. Become stand-up comedians who are financially dependent on doctors. So that's no big deal. The thing my dad doesn't understand about comedy, right, is it's very hard. Right? Some of the comedians you're going to see in this final are going to make it look easy. I'm here to make it look incredibly hard. Thank you. The applause hurts, yeah. It is hard. It's very hard to stand up. I had some horrible gigs. I had a horrible gig about a month before this. I came out, I did all my best jokes, and it was like silence. There's not a laugh in the house. And then all at once, the whole audience stood up and walked out. Thank you. That's some of you aren't imagining this, guys. The whole audience, you know, he stood up. He stood up and he left. I don't think that's going to happen with you guys because you seem lovely. But if it does, I promise I won't follow you all to the car park. Finish my set there, like I did with Dad. Dad. Oh, thanks. Dad's in. It's very hard. It's very hard to stand up. It's very hard to make money. I've been trying to make a living at this for about 3 years now. I don't think it can be done. I don't think it's possible. And I worry about it. I worry about it a lot. I worry about a lot of things. Probably more than the average. Like I have anxiety. I've had bad anxiety for years because I was born in 1990. And if you're my age, you don't have a diagnosed mental health disorder, you've got to grow up. You've got to, and mine is anxiety. It's a lot of fun. It keeps things moving. I take this job. Can anyone else see the fireworks? That's not part of my set. That's not. I'll just wow them with pyrotechnics. I think it's very hard to make money. I don't worry about it with my anxiety. I take this great drug for it, anti-anxiety medication. It's called propranolol, right, which is great fun. It's fun to say. It's got a lol in it. That's just a bit of fun. It's got a lol in it. The way it works is it stops your body from producing adrenaline. And I think that's great, because I don't think we need adrenaline anymore. I'm hardly ever under attack. Almost never. I've been mugged once in my whole life. The guy said, "Can I see your phone?" And I gave it to him so quickly, I think he was startled. He was like, "What?" I don't think we need to live in this state of like fight or flight, you know. I think there's a third option available to us, guys. It's basically just be a cool guy. Right? You don't want to be the guy at the party who's like fighting or flighting. You know? You don't want to be like, I thought he was a really nice guy. And then he just glass Janet. You gotta be cool. So I take the propranolol, it's good, it calms me down. I don't take any other drugs though, I don't take other drugs. I always wanted to be a cool drug taking guy. I always thought the guys in my secondary school who took drugs, I thought they were so cool. You know, because they're just out there, you know, living in the moment. Right? Just happened to be that the moment was like 4 p.m. behind the co-op. But that's a cool moment, and there are cool drugs, guys. There's a drug, I don't know if any of you guys have done it, it's called DMT. It's a very cool drug. What it actually is it's the chemical that your brain releases in the moments before you die. Call me crazy. Although I do have mental health problems, so that could be a hate crime, I don't know. Spread it around. Call me crazy, but surely there's a reason that your brain is holding that chemical back from you. Because otherwise, surely eventually you are going to die. And when you do die, in that moment right before you pass over to the other side, your last waking memory as a human being, you're just going to think, this is like that time behind the co-op. So I don't take drugs. I do use other things for anxiety. I've got a fantastic liquid. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's called alcohol. Yeah, some fans. It's really catching on. It's fantastic. I'm trying to drink less. I drink too much. I'm trying to drink less. I think as a culture, we're becoming more aware of the risks of alcohol. We've got like Dry January, and like Stoptober, and like Just Take Responsibility for Your Decisions Without Wordplay, April. I don't know if any of you guys are doing that one. I do that one. But it's very hard to keep track of all the ways. I like the alcohol companies, they don't really want us to know how dangerous alcohol is. There's not really any warnings about it. There's only really one warning that's on the can, and I love it. It's that picture of that, it's like the picture of like the pregnant lady. Just like in silhouette, she's like in this pitch black room, and she's just like necking a full pint. She's like sculling a full pint, and there's just a big X around her, like, no, don't. I love that, because it just sort of implies that there's just some pregnant lady in a bar in this dimly lit room just about to heave back a full can of Kronenberg. And she just sees the side of the can and she's like, oh yeah, that's the shape I am. We're coming up pretty much to the end of my set. I hope you've enjoyed it. That's just a classic thing people do in comedy. They're just checking in, mate. I hope it's been fun. If you've enjoyed me, you can find me again. I'm generally just naked with Pranwell behind the car. I guess really it's kind of more of a car park. You can find me back there with Dad. Guys, you've been absolutely wonderful. I think you're going to have a really nice night. Thanks very much, my name's Patrick Spicer.